Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching The Breakfast Show live on Nile TV International. And as we noted earlier in our introduction, tonight, a very important football match between Al Ahli Football Club, the Egyptian football club, and Morocco's Wydad, as they stand in the way of the long-awaited African Champions League semi-final. Both sides met in a mouth-watering last four first leg clash in Casablanca on Saturday. And 3 years ago, a powerful Ahli side looked well equipped to win the coveted trophy for the first time since 2013, after reaching the final, only to be denied by the vibrant Wydad. And to know more about tonight's much anticipated match, we're most delighted to be joined over the phone by Mr. Mohamed Rashad, a sports critic. A very good morning, Mr. Mohamed.
How are you? I'm fine. You're fine.
Mr. Mohamed, do you have my voice?
Yes. How are you?
All good. How are you?
Oh, I hope you are fine. Thank you.
Mr. Mohamed, as I was mentioning in my introduction, a very important match for tonight. How do you read today's match between Al Ahli and Morocco's Al Wydad?
You know, today is a very important match for Ahli and Wydad. And even this match is very important because it's coming after a long period of coronavirus. And alhamdulillah, we hope everything is good. Ahli is playing this match, and he is a champion of Egypt, and Al Wydad is a second, you know. And this match is very, very important. If you see the coach, Mohamed, the new coach of Ahli, he said his only goal against Wydad, he had a positive result. And he said he have a good feeling from Wydad, and the Confederation African Football Cup. And he knows Wydad very well, and he respects him. And also the Wydad very well, the Ahli, you know. And he said, why not we can win this match? You know, if you are a coach, this feeling is going to be positive to the players too, you know. And to have a good result today, the Ahli must good concentrate in their defensive roles and not giving space to the Wydad players. And they must stay focused in the match, and you have mental distraction in other things. You know, today you have the referee, John Sikazuri. He have a very big problem, Sikazuri, because in match in Premier Augustus and in Esperance of Tunisia, he make very, very, very something no good. Premier Augustus have a good goals. He dismissed his goals, and even he makes something. He helped the Tunisian club to have the 4 goals, and he was suspended for 6 months. And I don't know why the African Federation make him in this very, very good match. And he 4 match, he got away with 3 Morocco teams. But this is not a problem. Mahmoud Al-Khatib, the president of the Ahli, and he was very head of, you know, of the team today, say to the players they want to concentrate to the match, and they don't even disturb themselves. I think Al Ahli will play today Shinawi, because Mohamed have with him 20 players, because we have many injuries and many fatigues of the match. And Al Ahli will going to start with Shinawi, Mohamed Hani for defense, Yasser Ibrahim, Ayman Ashraf وحمدي فتحي. And this side is Ali Ma'loul. We have Suleya, Aliou Diang, Hussein Shahat, Magdi Afsha, Junior Agay, Marwan Mohsin and Aliou Badji. And he have with him Walid Suleiman, Badji, Saleh Boumah. However, maybe he's injured or we will not see, and Geraldo for him. And with that team, we're going to play with Rida Al-Taknouti. In defense, Abdelatif Nusir, Yahya Atallah, Sheikh Kumara. Maybe he said he was injured. He have no play for this time. I don't know. Ibrahim Nigmuddin. In the defense, Yahya Jubran, Walid Al-Karti, Ayman Al-Hassouni. And for Badia Oruk, Ismail Al-Haddad, and Kazdi Kasongo.
Mr. Mohamed, sorry to jump in, but how do you see the Or how do you read the absence of Ahmed Fathi from the main squad?
Ahmed Fathi is very important to play. He have experience and he has it's very the match. You need him to be in the team. Maybe he's going to play. We don't know. His opinion. Maybe he's going to play in this side, Ayman Ashraf, or maybe he's going to play with outside Mohamed Hani. The coach Moussimani have many. He have a player, and he know how to play that. But his role is very important, like Walid Suleimani, because they have experience and they play and they win this trophy.
Yes, Mr. Mohamed. Speaking about Moussimani, will he be able to fill in the gaps in Al Ahli's back line, which is missing three central defenders because of injury, of course, Rami Rabia, Mahmoud Mitwalli, and Saad Samir. Do you think that he will be able to fill this gap because of injuries?
Yes, it's very important, and he have experience in the African team, in the African atmosphere, and he win his trophy with Malou Sandani, and it's very important. And he said, the 3 days around, because he was training the Ahli team, he was speaking about various things. He was speaking about the courage. He was speaking about how to don't lose the ball and how to steal the ball, and very important in the cross, because the Wydad, they are very strong in crossing, and if you see that their press, they want to score many goals. They know that they have a problem in their defense. But we also have Mohamed Shinawi. His role is very important when they crossing, and he was injury, and now he is strong. When he's going to be strong. The defense is going to be strong. Moussimani have the match against Pyramids in Champions League. Ahli played 1 hour. There are 10 players. How he play, it's very important how to read the match and how to have your philosophy and try to help any player to rest over you have in the good. And I think this will be a tough match. It's very important. The Ahli must be concentrated and don't take space and don't make fouls and corners. The amount of crossing, and have to have, like Moussimani said, we must against that is positive result. Positive result is they have time in the match very important in the beginning of the second half, and maybe of the match you must be concentrated, but it's not mid. You don't take goals. You have your compact. You don't make space. You want to move circulation the ball between the players and if you have a chance to score, you must score. You must very scoring. If you score a goal in Wydad in Morocco, Stade Mohamed, it will be very, very important, and it will help you to the second match, because the second match will be in Egypt, and you have to you have a positive goal. Mohamed Shinawi said something very good too. He said the Ahli player always plays to win. Sometimes when you are with Wydad is a strong team, so you must have positive result against them. He said we will need to have a positive result, and this is which we need to have, inshallah. We're going to have.
Mohamed, also allow me to ask you about your expectations about the strategy that will be used by Moussimani and applied during the match. What is your expectations?
Expectations that we good defense. The line between the defense and midfield and the attacker is going to be.
So, do you think that it's going to be more of an offensive or a defensive tactic?
This is depend. You don't know if this match. For a good result, you're going to not defense. You have to mix from defense and counter attacks. You don't. If you defense at the start, you're going to have the cross and they're having them. But if you it depends on the match. You start. You have a defense, and sometimes you go if you need. You can score, because we're preparation. Yeah, the with that player, we have pressure from them. They have to start, and you must think the place and you must think the time that you can score them. And with their counter attack, and the Egyptian players, the Ahli players, they have the experience to do that, and they have to, because Moussimani, see, he makes many scenarios of the match. He demands of player how to play, and the against match against Pyramid when they played 10, it was very very good. And Ahli was maybe the score, the only score. It will be 0-0 match contre je veux dire I think this contre Pyramid, and Ahli are going to I think they're going to do something.
Mr. Mohamed, I'd also like to know your feedback about the announcement that was recently made that the final, there was a draw and that the final will be held in Egypt. How do you think this will reflect on the players, the qualifying teams, all of them?
It's very important to concentrate. Now, you have the match again with that. The player, the second match will be in Egypt. The final will be in Egypt too. But we must to win today or have a good result. And then you have page. You have the page. This page is today is a match. You have a second match, and then you have the final. So you must thinking about what you have in your hand now. The Ahli, they're playing against a good team. With that, they lost their champion in the Moroccan draft. They were second, and this is they want to they were sad and have problem, and you have a trainer, an Argentinian trainer, Angel Michel. They have their coach. They have two good players, so you have to concentrate in the match. This match today, if you have a good result today, it's going to have next match, and then you're not thinking about what you have in now. I know it's going to be in Egypt, the final, but you must have this match, and then to go resist. You must prepare for this. This much important.
Mr. Mohamed, do you think tonight's match is going to be a challenging test for Moussimani and his squad?
Yes, Moussimani is a new challenge for him because he was in the first African coaching team like Ahli. He was something very good, and he dreamed. And Ahli, the Ahli team, why they give Moussimani, because the time was Philip, the coach, the Swiss coach, which is 14. When you're going to have another coach from Europe, you don't have the experience in Africa. So this was an adventure. You came Moussimani, and he have a good result, and he have a good experience, and he is very good. And he's going to have the best coaches in his country, and he's a good coach. And how he with the player and have the speak with the player and have the speak and have his mentality and have his philosophy and have he have the staff. I think he wants to succeed, and inshallah he will succeed because the Ahli, the player of Ahli, the Khatib, in Egypt here, we play. And this happened to Manuel Jose. Manuel Jose and Fowler. When you came and you found a good club and good players, they're helping you. And if you have to want to work, they are going to have you, and you're going to succeed. I think, inshallah, they will succeed, inshallah.
We wish the Egyptian side all the best of luck, and we really appreciate your insight, Mr. Mohamed Rashad, sports critic. Thank you so much for being with us on The Breakfast Show, live on Nile TV International. And dear viewers, now we move on to a quick break, and then we'll be back to resume the remaining segments of The Breakfast Show, live on Nile TV International.